So we're here for the groundbreaking, and I'm going to start off with Steve Van Buskirk, Chair of the Sioux Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. Steve.
Thanks, Bob. Good afternoon. My name is Steve Van Buskirk. It's my honor to be the chair of the Sioux Falls Area Chamber of Commerce this year of the Board of Directors. We got to step back and congratulate everyone who's been involved in this process so far. It's been a big effort, and Levitt to the Falls would be a great addition to the city. I'd like to share a few words about the Chamber's community appeals process. It's a process that raised some of the much needed capital for this project to proceed, and a process where our members of the Chamber of Commerce can give back to the community. The Chamber's community appeals process was formally organized in 1958 with the purpose to qualify and provide orderly scheduling of capital fund drives. The committee has the responsibility to discourage unnecessary and overlapping drives, to assess funds available from the Sioux Falls business community, and to provide input on realistic drive goals. Campaigns are approved after they've provided our community with sufficient evidence of reliable leadership, sound business planning, and community need. Our committee approves campaigns after carefully considering applications for projects from a variety of social and educational organizations. As a community appeals committee considered the Levitt at the Falls application more than 2 years ago, it became very evident that by the members who recognize how important this project will be to our community, both from an economic development and a quality of life standpoint. Because at the Chamber of Commerce, our members understand and believe that Sioux Falls will be a better place when Sioux Falls is a better place to live, it'll help us recruit and retain our workforce. So we congratulate you, the people who have been so involved, and wish you the best of luck. Let the music begin. With that, Mayor Mike.
Oh, you want to get in between there? All right.
Nope. Next is our Honorable Mayor, Mike Huether.
Right.
Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. If you don't mind, I would like to do something. I am still the mayor just for a couple more days. One of the people, actually two of the people that have been on this journey the longest are my beautiful bride and your First Lady, Cindy Huether. If you don't mind giving her a round of applause. And then secondly, ever since she was a little baby, she had to listen to the same talk over and over again at the supper table. My daughter is Kylie Kiesner as well. Thank you. And that's baby George, my grandson. This started for me with a meeting with Tom Dempster and Jennifer Kirby, Don Kearney, and Tracy Turback. And before that, there were these dreamers that were just, thinking, how in the world could we do something like this that would be so grand? Well, ultimately, it takes leadership like Jennifer's and Tom's, as well as others that have shared their time and their talent. I would ask, first of all, those who donated to the Levitt Shell so far, if you wouldn't mind raising your hand really high. Raise your hand. Don't be modest. Let's give them a round of applause. This is a public-private partnership really like no other, and it's just a wonderful example of how when this community comes together, such great things can happen. Also, if you were a member of the team that was on the board of directors or is still on the board of directors for the Levitt Shell, if you would raise your hand as well. Thank you. Again, these folks are sharing their time and their talent and their treasure, all in the spirit of making a great difference here in Sioux Falls. I'm going to be very, very brief. I know that there's some folks out there that always wish that our Denny Sanford Premier Center was downtown, and I respect that. However, I will say this with all the confidence in the world. The best event center for our downtown will prove to be the Levitt Shell. This is truly going to be a place for everybody, regardless of your race, your creed, your color, your income, where you live. It's going to be the place to be in downtown Sioux Falls. Congratulations to everybody who made this happen. Really, really proud of you. Make it a great day.
Next, we'll have Rick Kiley, City Council Chair, City of Sioux Falls. Rick?
Thank you very much, Bob. And thank you all to all the members of the foundation that are here, as well as all of the members of the Chamber of Commerce that are present today. And obviously, we need to thank Sharon for making the long trip, and the executive director of the Levitt Foundation for making all of this possible, because without your assistance, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you very much. Need to thank members of the Park Board for your participation in this as well, and for Director Kearney for your participation, and Jennifer Kirby and all of the friends of Levitt. Thank you very much. Again, what a collaborative effort. I'm here to represent the Sioux Falls City Council as the chair of the Sioux Falls City Council, and I'd like to thank all of the members, not only the current members of the Sioux Falls City Council, but the past members of the City Council that supported this project, and overwhelmingly, I might add, supported this project. This is, once again, a perfect example of a public and private collaboration. It was hard for me in the last 6 to 8 months as I was driving throughout this area to envision just how this was all going to come together. But when you see projects like the Jones Building behind us, and also Cascades, and by the way, Lloyd Company, thank you very much for the fill and the early start on this project. I came to realize that it's really about the people and people coming together to make this all happen. The energy that we have here today and the excitement that we have here today, just imagine what that level of energy and excitement will be next year when we have over 1,000 people here enjoying music over 50 times throughout the summer. It's something to really look forward to. It's going to be filled with moms and dads. It's going to be filled with husbands and wives and all of their friends, and people from all walks of life. Everyone coming together. And after all, I think that's what actually is the mission of the Levitt Foundation, to strengthen the social fabric of America. So obviously this benefits downtown Sioux Falls. It obviously benefits the city of Sioux Falls. But most importantly, this benefits the citizens of Sioux Falls. Everybody, and I mean everybody, is going to be able to enjoy this project for many, many years to come. It's a perfect fit for Sioux Falls, the heart of America. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick. Next up, Sharon Yazowski, Executive Director of the Levitt Foundation. Sharon.
Good afternoon. It is such a joy to be here with all of you on this incredibly gorgeous day in Sioux Falls. Thank you for welcoming the Levitt Foundation to your community. The Levitt Foundation believes in the power of the arts to build stronger, healthier communities. At Levitt, we are all about creating welcoming places where people of all ages, of all backgrounds, can come together through the power of free live music and celebrate our shared humanity. Levitt is all about building community through music. Through music, we can hear each other, we can understand each other, and we can connect through the rhythms, the melodies, the harmonies of music. Levitt at the Falls will be part of a national network of outdoor music venues offering free concert series. And while each Levitt venue shares a common mission of building community through music, each is truly unique to its own community. So Levitt at the Falls will be a true reflection of Sioux Falls. And this dirt that's moving today, what will come of it, will be much more than a music venue. It will be a platform for cultural exchange. It will be a stage where youth and community groups can showcase their talents for the community. And it will be a place for celebrations, for old traditions and new traditions. So today, the Levitt Foundation congratulates everyone who worked so closely together to make this milestone a reality. Thank you, Mayor Huether, for your vision and your understanding of the arts as a powerful tool to build community. Thank you to City Council. Your support along the way made this a reality. Thank you to the Chamber of Sioux Falls. Your support made the Capital campaign a success. The Parks and Rec Department, the Parks and Rec Board, led by Don Kearney. This man is one of the best in the country in terms of park directors. You have a real gem right here. And thank you to all of you for your support. It's the individual donors, it's the business community, it's the organizations that are community partners that truly made this day a reality through your support, and your support, your ongoing support, will ensure that this venue continues to thrive for decades to come. And also I want to congratulate and thank Friends of Levitt Shell. Your ongoing commitment and passion and dedication to this project has made it a reality. Thank you, Tom Dempster, for inviting the Levitt Foundation to come to Sioux Falls in 2011. And thank you, Jennifer Kirby, for your incredible leadership. Friends of Levitt Shell is truly a dynamic group of impressive individuals. And the Levitt Foundation is honored to work with Friends of Levitt. We're honored to work with the city of Sioux Falls. And we are honored that all of you have welcomed us to your community. We look forward to celebrating the next milestone next summer when we cut the ribbon and launch 50 free concerts every summer. Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for the kind words, and I think the way she speaks almost sounds like music. So very well done. So thank you. Next, we have Don Kearney, Director of Parks and Recreation, City of Sioux Falls. Now I know one of the best in the nation.
Thanks, Bob. You know, I think most everybody I had on my list to thank has been thanked already, but there is one individual that really works hard behind the scenes and has helped us get to this point where we're actually be able to break ground. And that's our Park Development Specialist, Mike Patton. He's on the end down there. Let's have a round of applause for Mike. So again, thanks to everybody that's already been thanked. And one of the things I wanted to talk a little bit about was going back. You know, there was this Tom Dempster guy that wanted to talk about bringing Levitt to Sioux Falls and whether that could really happen or not. And I think, like many others, the Levitt Pavilion thing was new. Nobody really had a good grasp of what it all meant and what it meant to bring this concert series to Sioux Falls. And when there's talk about 50 free professional concerts and, you know, how does that all work in our climate with, you know, May through September, and can that really all happen? I think it's pretty clear that there were a lot of believers in Sioux Falls that said this can get done here, just like they did in Denver, Los Angeles, Memphis, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Arlington, Westport, Dayton, and Houston. And so with this groundbreaking today, our project here in Sioux Falls will become the 9th permanent Levitt Shell site in America.
Yeah. This is off script.
You know, I just close a little bit by talking about, you know, what's incredible to me, because our office is right here, and I see stuff going on along Phillips Avenue all the time. I drive through here all the time. And what's great is that we haven't even finished our groundbreaking, and look at all the development that has or will be happening all around our city's namesake. The Levitt Foundation sees it happen all over the country where they brought in Levitt Shells, where the power of this permanent Levitt venue really revitalizes and reinvigorates areas of town that really needed it. And I think that's definitely what this is going to do for us. We saw it with the River Greenway downtown on Phase 1 and Phase 2, and I'm really confident that the momentum in Uptown will only pick up speed once we start our 50 free professional performances. I truly think that Levitt Shell will be transformational, not only for downtown, but all of Sioux Falls and the region. And I also think that as more and more people come to live downtown, Falls Park and Falls Park West behind me will become the central park of Sioux Falls. To close, I would like to say, and just reiterate what the mayor said, that this really is a public-private partnership in the truest sense. We've already had private partners who've already given the Levitt a jump start even before we were able to break ground. The soil you see behind us piled up that creates the event lawn were compliments of Lloyd Companies and the Cascades project. And the 400 plus quartzite boulders are compliments of Jasper Stone and LG Everest. Again, thank you to all the believers out there, all the donors that have helped us, and we just can't wait to get started. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. And here to my right, this is Tom Dempster. So I think a round of applause for Tom.
Yay. Thank you.
I'm going to talk more
Oh,
about
can we talk more?
I'm going to talk more.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, make him stay up here.
You're staying up here. Next is Jennifer Kirby, Chair, Friends of the Levitt Shell, Sioux Falls.
All right. Thank you.
Do I get to stand with you?
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to thank everyone that's already been thanked multiple times, but I won't bore you if I can restrain myself from thanking, because the irony of this project is our goal is to bring our community together through the power of live outdoor music. But in order for us to get to the point where we are today, where we can build something, we have come together as a community. We have over 240 donors that have stepped forward and invested their hard-earned dollars into making this a reality. And time again, people are giving of their time, their expertise, their talent, and their treasure to make this a reality. And it's literally blown my mind time after time to see what Sioux Falls can do when we set our mind to it. I need to tell you how this came to be. In 2011, Tim Bowe, Washington High School
Friend,
classmate of Tom Dempster's, called Tom and said, you know, I enjoy going to my Levitt venue in California. You need one in Sioux Falls. And Tom's a big thinker, willing to think outside the box. And he said, well, let's look into it. And so the ball started rolling from there. And in 2012, Tom called me. We started getting a board together. We invited a lot of community leaders into the discussion. And from there, we met with the city. We met with the Parks Department. The City Council was important in making this happen. The Sioux Falls Area Chamber of Commerce played a key role in giving us their designation as a community appeal. The National Levitt Foundation has been incredible to work with. Any question we have, we get a thorough response and then some. We also learn from other venues, from their mistakes, and learn how to not repeat them here. So that's always a wonderful thing. But our donors have truly made this all possible, and I'm extremely grateful for them. At a Levitt National meeting recently that I was at in February, there was a founding board member who said to me, he said, I know you believe in what you're doing. I know you think this is a perfect, important project for Sioux Falls. He said, no matter what you think, this is beyond your wildest imagination. The things you're going to see, the humans interacting, meeting each other, coming together, feeling that strength of community, he said it's going to just be beyond anything you can dream of. So Sioux Falls, get ready for something better than you ever could have dreamed of. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you, Tom. Next, we have Lorraine Lindquist, Chair of the City of Sioux Falls Parks and Rec. Lorraine?
Thank you. As Bob said at the beginning, what a difference a week makes, huh? Last week at this time, we would have had to shovel quite a bit of snow before we'd ever get to any of the dirt. And what a difference this project is going to make for the citizens of our great city. The Parks and Rec Department has been involved in some pretty incredible projects in recent years, but this is one that I am especially excited about because it has the potential to positively impact every single one of the citizens of Sioux Falls, as well as visitors from the surrounding area and from beyond. It will give everyone the opportunity to experience the performing arts together. It's pretty easy to imagine on a beautiful day like today, spreading out over this wide expanse of lawn and enjoying the talent that's going to be performing here. I know that the Parks and Rec Board was especially pleased that this Falls Park location was identified as the prime site for Levitt. It fits in perfectly with the Parks Department and with their vision of what our namesake park can be for generations to come. I'm in the middle of my second term on the Parks and Rec Board, and I vividly remember that meeting many years ago, one of my very first meetings, and having Tom Dempster and some other members of the Friends of Levitt come and present at that board meeting and talk about what the possibilities of a Levitt here in Sioux Falls would be. And I just knew that with that group's leadership and their passion for the project and the support of the business community, a partnership with the Parks Department, that and with the National Foundation and the support that they give, that we had a real chance to make this happen. And today we take a big step towards the reality of Levitt here in Sioux Falls. My husband and I are very blessed that we have 2 of our 3 adult children that live here in Sioux Falls, and all 4 of our young grandchildren. And I cannot wait to have our entire family on a beautiful summer night gather here at this very special place and enjoy time together. And I know that a lot of you feel that same way. So I'll see you here summer 2019.